where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then it's over. And then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Oh! Okay, all right, that's it. That's payback. We're good. We're good. The game can end.
Oh, Giannis! Look at Giannis taking over the game. Great first.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Marquee matchup tonight, Brent. Everyone's been looking forward to this one. This is a statement game for both teams.
Part of this game tonight, Kevin, will be interesting. We know the stars will be stars in the game tonight. This is a great indicator for the coaching staff about maybe this is a guy we can rely on as the season goes on. Maybe come playoff time, this is the type of player who we know in bigger moments is ready to accept the challenge.
That's a good look inside the game. I like that. Here's Craig. Outside Porter. He kicks it to Murray. On the clock. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Now here's Murray. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Beverly. Here's Craig. Millsap. Good work defensively by Morris. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. We discussed the matchup at center, and Nikola Jokic presents such a unique challenge. His playmaking from that position is something you don't often see. Kevin, we'll see the approach they take in trying to guard him.
Thank you, David. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. What's up?
Hey guys, hello guys.
Free throw good from Leonard.
Quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Porter dishes to Millsap. Back to Porter, 6 to shoot. Murray, the pass to Jokic. This one for 3. Morris with the rebound.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. The pass to Craig. Denver needs to get off the shot. The three. Here's Jokic. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there. Collects the offensive rebound. Very alert and cleans up the mess.
Outside, George. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Murray, the pass to Porter. Excellent D there from George.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Good route there from Beverly in transition. So quick and then really decisive on his line to the basket.
And Denver has possession. The Clippers getting the bucket. Murray finds Jokic. And here's Porter. Denver passing it around. Right side, Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
Pass to Leonard. Rebound by Murray. It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. And while Murray is known, Brent, for his outside shooting, he's very strong with his in-between game as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options offensively and getting more and more in contact with Jokic on those high screening rolls. Devastating, Kevin, when he gets to that left hand, gets around the free throw line and shoots that high floater. There are nights where he does tons of damage with that.
Here's Craig. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Craig kicks to Porter. Murray outside. Back to Porter. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard looking around. Pass to Beverly. George with the ball. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Now here's Porter. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Yes, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Clippers in the lead. Nobody near George. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Porter dishes to Murray. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The game now all time.
Well, he's a tremendous shooter, is Jamal Murray, and nice to see him get to the mid-range and knock that one down.
And here is Zubac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From deep, George. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's the 3. It's not going to go for him. As the Clippers taking it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Beverly's got his second bucket.
The strength from Patrick Beverly is impressive. Takes the punishment. I don't think he minds it one bit and still converts.
Now, Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now, here's George. Good on the 7-footer. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Well, you'd like to push Paul George out of the paint if possible. Goes into his bag of tricks to score that time.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. There's the dish to Porter. Inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Beverly. He had 15 points last outing. Morris kicks to Beverly. The Clippers get another chance here. And that one, good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Jokic. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. No, that was something else.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial defensive player of the year candidate.
Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Jokic, no good.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Wide open look here for Murray. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic. Sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good. Porter. Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where They just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. Over Morris. Zubac. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 7.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Millsap. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Morris. And here's George for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Zubac. Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And that one drops. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Millsap up top. Passes it to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Shamet. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 11. And there's the pass to Craig. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Zubac. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Craig. Pass to Jokic to end the run. And no good. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Now, here's George. Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. Green is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Williams at point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
It didn't take too long for Jokic to blossom into one of the better young players in the league. Much quicker than most folks, I think, give him credit for.
Now here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
George against Porter. Left side, George. Williams with the ball. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, George. Over Morris. George, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket for Morris. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Williams looking around. In the corner, Shamet with it. Here's the teardrop. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. And here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. On the wing, Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nuggets trail by 10. A nice shot by Dozier. Dozier's got his first points of the night. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. George against Porter. George dishes to Morris. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Shamet. Pocket 2. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The pass to Dozier. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Dozier's got 4 this quarter. Clippers leading by 6. Williams up on top. Covered by Morris. Right at the free throw line. And it's Denver with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Porter in the corner. Now Morris. Back to Porter. Morris looking over the floor. Just 4 to shoot. The tray. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Clippers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Denver. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
Well, I think for Denver, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Grant. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Shamet. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Yep, that one goes in there. Shamet's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Porter. 6 points for him. Got a piece of it. Pass to Dozier. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Shamet. Dozier can't get it to go. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hands it from downtown.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 7. Morris outside. And it's Jokic missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now, here is George, following the miss by Jokic. And George, here we go. Yep, that one goes.
In the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
For Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet.
What's up?
The throw good, Paul George.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Clippers leading by 7. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
It's stolen by Morris. Grant kicks to Dozier. Passes to Morris. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. And again, Denver with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication. And now he's able to make them pay.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic blue guy. And his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Denver with the ball. Paul George missing from long range. That shot wide open. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Leonard. Green breaking loose, and the Clippers miss again. Denver's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Porter kicks to Grant. And the pass to Dozier. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Williams inside. Jokic defending. Bucket is good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Williams against Morris. Pass to Porter. Grant outside. Back to Porter. Pass to Dozier. The three. Green with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. On the wing, George. Passes it to Leonard. He doesn't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic. Morris finds Porter. Here's Dozier, defended by George. Here's Porter. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Denver making a switch here. The pass to George. Morris outside. Shot clock at 5. Daniels passes to Jokic. That ties the game. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, Jokic is making all kinds of plays here tonight. Very aggressive on the offensive end.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Denver. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's Jokic. Morris trying to free himself up. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Now here's Beverly. 8 points for him. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Morris outside. Offline with his 3. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Craig kicks to Morris. Pass to Jokic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Los Angeles guys shooting reasonably well, 45%. Good work there as it goes. And that's now 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard, with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Beverly's got 10.
Beverly showing off a little bit of a teardrop. Didn't know he had that.
1:09 left now here in the second. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Count it. Daniels has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson dishes to Morris. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's Green missing. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Craig kicks to Morris. Passes it to Daniels. Hits the three-point bomb. Daniels has got his second basket of the game.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Zubats is checked in for Jermichael Green. He hits both from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Morris against Jackson. Morris right side. Kept alive. And it's Jokic missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He ended up with 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 assist. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 guard. The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. The Nuggets trail. Murray surveying the D. Millsap's against Morris. Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. From 13. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Clippers shooting here about 46% for the game. There's the pass to Leonard. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets shooting well. They're at 45%. Murray against Beverly. Murray outside. Paul George with the steal. The feed to Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. Beverly's got 12 in the game.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
They get it back. Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Paul Millsap has been underrated for most of his career. A consistent double-double threat and has performed at an all-star weekend.
Both free throws good for Millsap. And so here are the Clippers. It's a 1-point game. Leonard on the wing. Over Porter. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Now, here's Jokic. 15 points in the game. Pass to Murray. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range. Murray's got it all tied up now for Denver.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to get.
Here's George. Misses off the right iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Murray. And the rejection by Zubac.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Murray against Beverly. Pass to Morris. He dishes it to George. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. And it's Beverly missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now, here's Jokic. 15 points in the game. Porter finds Murray. 5 on the clock. Over Beverly. Murray, good. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Murray enjoying destroying his defender on that one, draining shots right in their face. Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Landry Shamet's checked in for Marcus Morris. Bounce pass from Shamet. Here's Leonard. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big-time investment from the Nuggets this offseason in what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
And here is Murray after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver with a change here, too. Ball, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Murray outside. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Craig.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. Right side, Leonard. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Bull the pass to Craig. Jokic with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. That one no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Bull. And the shot goes down. Bull's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Craig passes to Millsap. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Given how skilled Millsap is in the post, sometimes you have no choice but to foul him and hope he misses the shot.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. From downtown, Craig pulls it in. Denver's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Jokic for the lead. That one goes in. Jokic has got 17 now. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Williams passes to Leonard. Back to Williams. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard attacking, and the shot goes in. Leonard's got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Now the pass to Craig. Here's Bol. The Clippers grab the miss. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's blocked. They recover it. Here's Murray. Pass to Craig. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Michael Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Landry Shamet. And Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in. Millsap at the elbow. Goes back up. He lays it in. Millsap's got 8 points.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
And George kicks to Leonard. And it's sent back by Jokic. Morris against Jackson. Takes the turnaround J. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket for Murray.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Green taking his time here. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Here's Leonard. Drops it in from 11 feet. Leonard's got 26.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Morris against Williams. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Morris. Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's George. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here's Bull. Passes to Jokic. Kicks to Morris. Pocket 6 for the tie. Denver with a new 14. And he makes that one. Bull's got his second basket of the night.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
The Nuggets shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Murray against Williams. In the corner, Bull with it. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 19.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard. Neither side has relented a bit in this back and forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Here's Morris. Yep, it counts. Morris has got 12 points in the game.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now, here's George. That one misses. Murray with the defensive effort. Outside, Porter wants to get it to Morris and does. Back to Porter. George against Murray. It's stolen by Green. Jackson with it. On the wing, George. George double teamed to the inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot on the wing. The offensive rebound. Morris sinks that one from the post. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Murray, the pass to Plumlee. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's George. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. George has got 22.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
Morris dishes to Murray. To the paint. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball. Leonard with no one around. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
The pass to Jokic. Knocked away over Green. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 1, and the bucket from Nikola Jokic.
Well, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Now here's Jackson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. That one good for 2. The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Plumlee. Porter looking it over. Pass to Jokic. Over Green. Here's Plumlee. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
That's good from Plumlee.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in, and a switcher also for Denver. Daniels, he's checked in for Morris. That one is no good. You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Trailing by 2. With the floater. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. And George with the stop.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Green with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Beverly. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He's attacking right now. Patrick Beverly just getting fired up. And his team is doing the same.
Passes it to Murray. From down in the low post, it goes. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Beverly. Here's the pass to Leonard. Over Porter. Here's Morris. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. It's good. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Outside, Green. A 3-ball. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And just utilizing his athletic ability on the glass. I really enjoy watching Porter hit the boards. With all that size and strength, he'll be a factor.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jeremy Grant comes in for Plumlee, and it's Torrey Craig in for Troy Daniels. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. And really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
And it's Leonard missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And the Clippers miss again.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
LA has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. It's George on the wing. George double teamed. And the wide open shot for Morris. And nothing is falling for him right now. Nuggets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. And here is Murray. Six to shoot. Grant outside. And the rejection by Zubac. Yes, that goes in. Clippers trail by 3. George looking around. True on the 14-footer. George has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Murray. Down low, Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Outside, George. Tries it from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Murray. Here's Craig, just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. And another miss by Denver. The Clippers trail. Now George. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. The guys here in the fourth quarter. Still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Murray. Outside Millsap. Pass to Craig. Over George. Craig can't get it to go. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's George. The stupendous finish in traffic. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Murray against Beverly. Passes it to Jokic. He kicks the point. Here's Craig. And the pass to Murray. For Beverly. Murray, no good. Clippers leading by 3. And George, here we go. Craig pulls it in. Craig's got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray against Zubac. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Trying to end the drought. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Beverly's got 4 rebounds in this game. Morris outside. And the 3 off target.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's Beverly. Following the miss by Michael Porter.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
The Nuggets trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic. Gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 5. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. 1:33 left in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
Drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now, here is Morris. Outside Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. And the shot is long. Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Leonard. They get it again. Missed inside. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. 6-point game. Pass to Jokic. That shot misses. George with the defensive effort. Now here's Beverly. And Leonard has it in the corner. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fifteen seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bold dishes to Vonleh. Three-pointer, Daniels knocks down the 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. There's Porter with the 3. That shot is off. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
Welcome back to 2K20. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago. Oh.
This young man get after it here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. That's tipped. Porter against Zubac. Porter, no luck. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. To the middle, here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved. You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. Has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
Now here's Porter. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. George against Porter. Excellent D there from George.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And with the way Murray scores, Clark, he's a great fit for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin, because the team has plenty of playmakers and guys like Jokic, and that takes some of the playmaking pressure away from Murray. It allows Murray to simply just focus on what he does best, which is put the ball in the basket.
Here's Murray. Paul George making his last shot. Murray left side. Passes it to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
And the first one drops. And tonight, Clark, not just any regular season game. These teams going for higher seeds in the playoffs.
And Kevin, you've been doing it a long time, and you can feel, even during the regular season, when there's a little extra juice in the players and in the building, and guys are locked in, and it gives you a preview of what the playoff intensity is like. That doesn't happen a lot with the number of games in the NBA schedule, but you can certainly feel it when it does.
You sure can.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Well, Kevin, he said, frankly, their focus is getting stops. They know this team has a lot of offensive firepower. They can beat you in a number of ways, and they can score in a hurry. So the challenge is seeing if the defense can hold up all game long. Guys?
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, and you know, it's a tall task. Great offense tends, in most cases, to beat great defense. They've got their work cut out for them.
Now here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Porter, no luck.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Now, here is George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Here's George. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
Yeah, solid work on the offensive glass by Paul George, squeezing the orange and giving them another chance at points.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And Ben Gregg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Beverly after the Nuggets pick up 2. 5 on the clock. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
And George drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Craig, defended by George. Craig passes to Murray. Here's Craig. Big shot on the way. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
And so here's Denver after the Clippers pick up 2. Murray kicks to Jokic. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The Clippers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. That gives them the lead. And it's 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, He doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Here's Jokic. Here's Craig. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Marcus Morris to the left side wing. Outside Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Now here's Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And here is Murray. Lets a floater go. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Right side George. That shot off the mark. And the Nuggets going the other way. Craig passes to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Now, here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard against Porter. Releases from 15. Leonard with the bucket.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Here is Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Another shot, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Jokic passes to Murray. Basket counts. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris inside. Millsap on him. Here's Beverly. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Like how Beverly takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name. Millsap got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Major props to Millsap. His ability to make difficult shots, really impressive. He actually just ignores the defense.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. To the paint, here's Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Morris against Leonard. Morris passes to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Zubac, that's good.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Leonard against Jokic. Over Leonard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 6. Morris with the rebound.
You know, the scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Leonard with the bucket.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against Golden State.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Jokic. Here's George. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he comes up with the deuce.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Clippers leading by 5. Now, Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morris against Leonard. Morris kicks to Crane. And again, it's Denver.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got 5 points so far.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly, there.
He can't hit that time. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Jermichael Green is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Williams. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here is George. Following the miss by Jokic. A nice shot by George.
Just befuddling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
Here's Dozier over Morris. Dozier can't get it to go. George looking around. Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Millsap. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles leading by 11. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Jokic following the basket by Marcus Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. Inside, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Dozier. It's Jokic top of the key. Clock at 4. They need this, and the basket is good. Jokic has got 10 points.
You know, since his rookie year, Jokic's confidence has really grown. I mean, he's gotten extremely comfortable with his jump shot now.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Dozier, defended by George. Here's Dozier. But they'll get another chance. Jokic trying to free himself up. Morris with the bucket. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Williams passes to Leonard. Green inside. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver, trailing by 13. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. The pass to Jokic. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
Now, here's George. He's guarded closely.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here is Morris. With the teardrop, here's Jokic. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Los Angeles leading by 11. Leonard, that's for 2. That one a little long. Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Morris outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside, George has to Leonard. Back to George. On the wing, Green. From 10 feet out, Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Passes to Dozier. Morris with the ball. Pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 6. Here's Craig. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You take a look at Los Angeles. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, Denver, sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Paul George with the steal. Leonard with no one around. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. The Nuggets trail by 16. Now, here is Morris. From past the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Morris passes to Millsap. Here's Craig. He kicks it to Morris. Right wing. Here's Millsap. Shot clock at 5. And the bank shot is good. Millsap's got 10 points.
He's got the perpetual green light, and Millsap has always been a dead-eye scorer from here.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
The Nuggets trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Craig kicks to Morris. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position, and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Morris passes to Millsap. The pass to Craig. Lets it go from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williams dishes to Green. And here's George. He's got 10. Jokic with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Finished off the break.
Well, you got to be on guard when Jokic is in the area now. He's adept at reading defenses and going after steals.
To the inside, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just on found in that center position.
That one misses. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Williams.
And, you know, the potential the Joker has is exciting. Jokic, a big man who can score, pass, and rebound, and do all of those well.
Jackson misses. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. Daniels passes to Jokic. Out to Morris. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. George finds Green. Back to George. Passes it to Shamet. Beyond the arc. No good on the shot. And Denver the other way now. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Porter, no luck.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
That free throw good from Shamet. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Now Morris outside Porter. To the middle. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. Porter pulls it in.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Grant against Green. Here's Grant. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. Shoots over Zubac. Grant. That's good.
Man, that is almost the perfect arc on that mid-range J from Grant. You can see evidence of the work he's put into improving that jump shot of his.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Now, here's Zubac. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it's George missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Michael Porter. A nice shot by George.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now, here is Morris. Here's Jokic. Hits the outside fadeaway. Jokic has got 15.
What an impressive arsenal from Jokic, knocking down these shots. He's a threat to score from anywhere.
Bounce pass from Shamet. Green finds Jackson. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot from 12. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Pass to Grant. Morris with the ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Morris has got 7 points here in this quarter. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
Well, it's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 29 points and 5 rebounds. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
I'm not surprised. Kawhi Leonard, usually getting it done on both ends, can give you 20, 30, 40 points a night and lock down the opponent's best scorer. True superstar, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets, trailing by 10. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. Murray, no good. Leonard on the wing. Millsap covering. And Leonard gets it to go.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Here's Craig trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him.
Oh, I have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Murray against Beverly. And there's the pass to George. Here's Leonard. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Craig. Denver passing it around. Jokic kicks to Murray. Over Beverly. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Clippers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. George passes to Beverly. And here is Zubac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. What do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Murray against Beverly. Poked away. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And the shot goes in. Beverly's got 7 points in the game.
Hey, it's one thing to have the physical attributes, the length, the athleticism, to play good defense. But the other part of it is the instincts. And George thinks and feels things defensively as well as anybody in the league. And Really excellent instincts at that end of the floor.
Here's Millsap. The Clippers getting the bucket. 4 on the clock. Porter kicks to Craig. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home, Kevin. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray from 20 feet out. And again, Denver no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
The shot by George, no good. The Nuggets trail by 16. Craig kicks to Murray. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
George. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 13th in field goal percentage, 15th in rebounding, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. Throw good, Paul George. And George drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. Pass to Jokic. Can't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Denver with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside Millsap. Pass to Jokic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. No good on the second free throw. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's George, and he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Porter in the corner. Shoots over Leonard. Tries again. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Murray. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. 2 points. That one goes. Murray's got 12.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Now here's Beverly. 9 points in the game so far. Leonard looking over the floor. The second chance effort, and it's Zubac laying it in. He's got 6.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Outside, George. Zubac in the post. Jokic defending. Murray against Morris. For Murray. The Clippers rebound. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Craig, defended by George. And the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And again, it's Denver.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area, or he'll scorch you.
To the paint, here's Leonard. Out to Morris. Outside, George. Back to Morris for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 8th assist in the game. The Nuggets trail by 21. Here's Craig. They double him with George, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Down low, here's George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray outside. Pass to Craig. Goes back up. Plumlee, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Los Angeles with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Leonard. Bol, he's checked in for Denver. Troy Daniels comes in for Torrey Craig. Now here's Murray. 12 points for him. Bol with it. In the corner, it's Plumlee. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Beverly. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Murray passes to Bol. Now Jokic defended by George. And Plumlee kicks to Bol. Daniels from outside. He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Bol. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's in there.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Inside. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here is Daniels, guarded by Green. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Jackson, he's checked in for George. Daniels, no good on the free throw.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The first one falls.
And you know, Beverly is easily one of the most tenacious defenders in the league. An absolute pest of epic proportion. Love his energy.
Both free throws good from Beverly. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Kicks it to Grant. Pass to Daniels. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. The pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. To the middle. And Grant sends it back. To the wing right side. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. Good defense by Jokic. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And that one's good. Daniels.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Grant. Bounce pass from Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A 3 from Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nuggets trail by 20. Bull the pass to Murray. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Grant, that's good. Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Exactly. I mean, it had to happen here in the third. Now they've got the run going, and I think they've got to keep it going now.
Now here's Jackson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Clippers leading by 18. Lou Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Green, and it's Shamet in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Green. Outside Jackson. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Pass to Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Cannot get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, Murray is clearly a shoot-first guy who can really fill it up. This is a big-time bucket getter.
And so Murray nails both of them. Clippers leading by 16. Outside Williams. Good defense by Jokic.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Down low. Williams gets the bucket.
Boy, he twisted his body up right there just enough to create space. Williams so slick and ill-like inside.
Now, here's Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Morris against Grant. And he overshot that one, missing. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. That's good from Williams, the assist by Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this hand.
And another miss by Denver. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Grant sends it back. Here's Murray. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. Clippers leading by 19. And here is Williams. With some arc. And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Can he keep it going? And he hits the jump shot. 18 points for Jamal Murray.
One of the things Murray does well is shoot the mid-range shot. He's actually deadly from there. Can't give him that kind of room.
Here's Williams. The shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Murray, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
2 shots. Foul. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for JaMychal Green, and Kawhi Leonard comes in for Reggie Jackson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for Grant. Porter comes in for Bull. And it's Torrey Craig in for Troy Daniels. And so he hits both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Leonard. A floater. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 15. Shamit with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Leonard. Finished off the break. Leonard's got 35.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now the feed to Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Nice shot that time with the defender right in his mug. Millsap doing everything he can to get that shot away clean.
It's Williams with the drive. And it's sent back by Jokic. Right side, Porter. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Williams gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And you like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Fires for 3. They get it back. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Craig. 5 to shoot. From the arc. Jokic. Great positioning on the putback.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Bounce pass from Williams. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Nuggets trail by 15. Now the pass to Jokic. With the second effort, and it's good on the layup.
Timeout.
And he has 28 points for the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, will see if they can build on this lead.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. That one on Porter. The free throw drops for Leonard.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Here's Murray up on top. He's guarded by Williams. Jokic. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Lets the three fly. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 10 points here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Jokic against Zubac. Millsap has the open look. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Leonard. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 5 assists in the game. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Passes it to Jokic. Look, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Porter kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Now Millsap. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Clippers leading by 17. The pass to Leonard. Shamet with it, guarded by Porter. Now Shamet. Here's Morris. Back to Shamet. All sorts of time. Again, Los Angeles.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Murray with it. Williams picks him up. Floats one up, and Murray finishes it off. Murray's got 22 points.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Zubac finds Williams. Porter against Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Pass to Zubac. Here's Shamet. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Passes it to Murray. And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Williams. It's tipped. Shot from 12. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 14 points for Lou Williams.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Murray with it. Williams picks him up. Jokic against Morris. Jokic passes to Millsap. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Murray's got 18 points just in the second half. Clippers leading by 17. Williams passes to Leonard. Zubac against Jokic. Outside Williams. Over Murray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter looking it over. Millsap dishes to Porter. Jokic with it. Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 26.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Zubac. Back to Shamet. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And, Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Lou Williams.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
There's Williams. Had a hand on it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Millsap is a quiet kind of a guy, but I like seeing him take over offensively, and he can be streaky after he connects on a few, though. You know he's in the zone.
High post, Zubac. He's against Jokic, and it's Shamet missing. Here's Craig. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor, off the catch or dribble.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Alt. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
you.